are now recording. That makes it official. Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Delady. I know a lot of you. I'm the Director of Partnerships at the Drupal Association. And this is the Certified Partner Roundtable. And here's a little agenda. We have some guest speakers from the DA, and we're going to review some of what's been happening in 2024. We enhanced the Drupal Certified Partner Program, so we'll talk about the impact that has made. And then in order to make it a roundtable, we're gonna have a discussion. So the homework while you're listening, not the homework, but the discussion is gonna be kind of around it will be around your organization's culture of contribution. And so, you know, as a certified partner roundtable, the certified partners are the makers, and we just want to talk about how your organization does contribution, and maybe people listening will get ideas on how their organization can take those ideas to implement them. And the whole idea is like just to get more contribution to this thing we call Drupal. And this is the partnerships team. This is my team. If you're a Drupal certified partner, yes, Yika and Sue. And this year we have a couple new people. Sue Camper has joined as a fundraising manager, and so she has launched the first Drupal certified partner newsletter that went out Q1. So some extra communications going out. Rebecca Love is our fulfillment and engagement person, and so any benefits that your organization fulfills. She's on family leave right now, so it's been me and Sue trying to figure it out, but we can't wait for her to come back. She's so great. And, all right, Nick, do you mind coming up? And here is one of our first guest speakers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Koger. I am the Product Marketing Manager at the Drupal Association, and I'm here to talk about our event marketing strategy for 2025. One of our strategic goals is to have a presence at 20 events this year. This is through speaking, exhibiting, or supporting local associations and shipping out materials. And so this is kind of how it works. We seek to purchase a large sponsorship, and then we cost share with the Drupal certified partners. And here are the benefits. You get the benefit of an entire large sponsorship at a fraction of the cost, sharing expenses at a high profile presence without showing the entire financial burden. Secondly is enhanced visibility. You get to showcase your Drupal expertise. I am not very technical, and so I would love to partner with DCPs who can answer questions if someone comes up and says, well, does Drupal do this thing or that thing? I'm going to look to the DCP to help support that. And then thirdly, lead gen. We share leads with all the Drupal certified partners who are committed to exhibiting. Fourthly, networking opportunities. When you're not exhibiting at the Drupal booth, you have a chance to network with all of the attendees at the events. And then fifthly, it is managed by Drupal. So you don't have to worry about the planning, the coordination, or the logistics. You can simply show up and exhibit and enjoy your time at the event. We're currently looking at 2 events right now: Digital Summit Chicago, April 16th to the 17th, and then also the Nonprofit Tech Conference in Baltimore, Maryland, April 16th to the 18th. So those are the 2 that we're targeting right now. Please let me know if you're interested. I can see your information. And also, if you are not on our email list, or if you have not received any of our emails, please see me afterwards so that we can get you in our system so you can see our full list for the year. Thank you.
So that kind of overlaps. You said April for both of those?
Yeah, so we have 2 events.
Are you gonna go to both?
I wish I could clone myself, but that is not possible. Yes.
Okay. We're open for questions.
Yeah, that's fine. What's your question?
Most of you know I'm in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Would we have access to take advantage of this, like targeting events outside of the US and Europe?
Absolutely, we are. And we seek to help support Drupal certified partners across the world. And so essentially we are able and capable to go to any event as long as we have partners committed. And so for something like an Australia event, if you have a lot of local support, or you can find another partner to go on with you, we can either send someone to help kind of manage it for you, or B, we can ship you the materials so that you can have a Drupal booth and have exactly what you need to be successful. Go ahead, Lenny. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You can talk either to me or for the time difference size, for the time difference or complexity or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, feel free to reach out.
Nice.
Any other questions?
And so you'll be here a little bit afterwards too. Or yes, what's in your email if anyone likes to remember, nick@association.drupal.org.
Yeah, nick.koger@association.drupal.org. And yeah, and I'll also be around. Feel free to ask me questions afterwards. I'm happy to answer them for you. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Woohoo! Lenny is our next guest speaker today.
Hi everyone. Hope you are enjoying this day, first of all. And yeah, I will be talking to you today about the contributions and how you can get involved. So many of you have quite a bit of information on that regard, but also I know that many of you have a lot of questions about that. So let me tell you a little bit about the ongoing programs that we are having. So first of those is the Adopt a Document. So as you know, we were looking forward to the ways of upgrading, rewriting, renewing the documentation on the Drupal.org. And in order to be able to start the process, we started the initiative which is called Adopt a Document, which covers two goals. One of them is that we are creating gold standard documentation for Drupal CMS. And by sponsoring one of the sections that are available, and that we still have quite a few available of those, you are making sure that the section of documentation will be created for the Drupal CMS, and part of the money going towards the fund that is dedicated to hiring documentation lead, who will be in charge of the process of renovation of the Drupal.org documentation, which we dramatically need, as we all know. Then the next one is related to the UI UX contribution. So it's more around, once again, Drupal CMS. And while we have a lot of brilliant people already, we would be really, really, really happy to have more help with the UX research and with the design that will be following. So if you have capacity at your team, or if you want to sponsor that process, please do reach out to us. We are very much looking forward to people helping out and getting involved. And of course, there is the recipes. We were kind of stalling and struggling a little bit in order to define how we can streamline the process and give everyone the opportunity to contribute meaningfully. And I think that we are nearing the moment when we will be able to release the information to the public. Just today, earlier, we had really productive conversation with Dries and with Pam about that, and I think that we are finally unblocking, indeed, the process. If you are, so for instance, currently, you can contribute if you are a track lead or if your team is covering the work for one of the tracks. But obviously, Drupal CMS is not only this one package that is of the functionality that is included by default what we want it to be. We want for it to thrive, and for that we need extra opportunity to connect other recipes, other functionalities to it. And in order to that, so we need a lot of the recipes, obviously. So yeah, on the latter, please stay tuned, because I think that within the next couple of weeks we will be releasing more details about that. Questions, please.
I have a question.
Sure.
I don't really need the microphone. So is that something we could put in the Q2 Drupal Certified Partner newsletter, in April, the next steps of how
I
to do
believe
that?
so. Yeah, indeed.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that will be, a lot of organizations are definitely looking for ways to climb up the Certified Partner Program ladder and okay, that'd be a great one.
Yeah. So it will be kind of connected to the Drupal CMS, but yeah, it will be similar sort of the agreements, but we are still working out the details, as I say. So the most recent conversation that's brought in some clarity was just this morning. So I just need 5 minutes to sit down and write it down.
You have to write it down quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Lenny. Woo! All right, and our last little bit about opportunities for coming up, we have a new initiative that we're offering only to Drupal certified partners, and we're calling it Drupal CMS Innovation Summit. The idea is this is an event that would take place before DrupalCon. So for instance, we'll use this DrupalCon as an example. On a Monday, a Drupal certified partner has the opportunity to lease the Drupal Association name and hold an end user event. So this is a little bit different than what would happen at a DrupalCon, but goes hand in hand. Drupal Association would help assist in renting out the space tangentially next door to a DrupalCon, and on Monday they would come in, they would get to, the Drupal certified partner would get to completely organize and plan the sessions, the speakers, so that we could speak to an end user, and in turn we'll also invite the end users in for free, which is a little bit different than a DrupalCon. Typically we have a lot of end users, but those that are evaluating Drupal are sometimes a little harder to get to DrupalCon, and so this event would be for a Drupal certified partner or more than one who want to share the content, kind of put together a mini summit, effectively leasing the Drupal Association name, and we would assist with the planning of it as well. So more to come on that. Tim, anything to add?
Yeah, just one slight clarification. You would be licensing the Drupal name,
Thank you.
not the Drupal Association. It would be,
Yes.
you would market this as an official Drupal event. So as you might know, the Drupal Association has a perpetual license trademark from Dries to the association to use the word Drupal, Drupal.org, and DrupalCon. So these end user events are a way to partner with our certified partners to put on events that they can control, but they're allowed to say it's an official Drupal event. So you can call it, Drupal something. We're just testing this as a new idea. We're testing this out. We have a few people that are interested in doing it. We're interested in doing it in Australia or anywhere else. So it's not just America.
Vienna would also be a good opportunity as well. And then also, just a reminder, the DrupalCon sponsorship for Vienna is open, and Yitka is the lead person for sponsorships on that. So if you're a Drupal certified partner, it's open, but it's open to everyone. But you can go to the events website, you can Google DrupalCon Vienna to sign up, or Yitka's here afterwards to talk more. But let's see. It should be really fun, October, and then a month later, Mike Richardson's here. He is organizing DrupalCon Japan. That's a really big announcement. We were just talking, and some really exciting opportunities for sponsorship coming out, but those sponsorship opportunities will be open in about a month or something, I'm just guessing, right? Yes, go ahead, Mike.
They're open now. The formal prospectus
Okay.
is a couple of weeks away, but we're ready.
Nice. For the recording, it is open now.
I'm just noting the dates are the 17th to the 19th.
Listen, okay, it's actually the 17th for the recording. It is November 17th to the 19th. Thank you very much. And also the other announcement this week was DrupalCon Chicago is coming next, literally a year from this week again, and those will be open later in Q2. Okay, now to our update on the enhanced Drupal Certified Partner Program. Since April 1st, we've launched an enhanced version of it. Some of the things that changed were the sponsorship fee changed to employee size rather than pay for the level that you kind of want to be in. So we hold it to how big your organization is. The contribution credits increased per tier. So what was before a lower level, we increased them, and it was pretty amazing. Everyone just continued to contribute. They either went up a level or stayed in their level at renewal. And some changes we made on Drupal.org for certified partners is that the marketplace became reserved solely for certified partners, and we've been launching new resources and benefits throughout the year, one being our RFP template for end users to kind of train them on how to put out a call for a partner that is a certified partner from Drupal. The outcome so far, we had a goal of, in 3 years, going from about 45 certified partners to 100, and in 1 year we surpassed that we're at 106 right now, so we've increased our goal already to 300. So that was a really big one. We just rapidly got a bunch of new partners in. And we've increased the certified partner contribution, and let's look at that a little bit. One thing to note here is kind of our slice of the pie. North America is really large, as is Europe, and the goal is to increase these other slices of the pie to increase contribution in Asia, Oceania, South America, so that it's not solely relied upon for contribution in North America, kind of take the weight off the shoulders of Europe and North America, who already contributes a lot. And we're doing that by having a DrupalCon Asia, inviting those organizations in to learn, be more part of the community, and kind of have more contribution opportunities for them there. Okay, and then some of the Drupal Certified Partner impact this year. This is an interesting graph of where our certified partners fall within the tiers. And bronze is a great, the bronze level is really great. That's showing us that these are new organizations. Some of them just started contributing like within the last few years. And so they're getting into bronze is the first way, and they're starting to make their way up. Silver's growing, gold is really large. We're happy about all those levels, honestly, but we're still wanting to increase contribution, and even that means at the diamond, platinum, and top tier level. I'm sure you're reading these bullet points, some little bullet points here. 203,000 contributions in 2024. 87% of those contributions were made by certified partners. The growth is attributed, yes, to StarShot, and that's what is so great about when we have a StarShot come up. We have these super dedicated Drupal certified partners that are contributing and ready to jump in. And what was also great about StarShot was Lenny, our delivery manager, was so quick to be able to connect those organizations who wanted to contribute to StarShot right to the project, and so that their contributions just like went up so quickly, and we were so appreciative of that contribution. Okay, so on Drupal.org, we have 1,400 organizations on Drupal.org, and one of the enhanced benefits was we made only those Drupal certified partners listed in the marketplace, but there's only 106, so that's only 7% of all the organizations listed on Drupal.org are certified partners, and 96% of our contributions come from only 219 companies. This is not sustainable. I'm reading it like the last paragraph it's ominous. It is not sustainable, but we want to remain innovative and independent. The percentage of contributions by Drupal certified partners also kind of interesting. Our goal is to make those non-DCPs right there, that 22% to become certified. So for the project to become certified, some of our goals for 2025, we're seeking a larger network of Drupal certified partners. We're already on our way to getting, I even updated it. It is now, we're at 109 certified partners. So in the next 2 years, we hope to be at 300. We're pursuing greater participation in the program by large organizations. We do have a lot of large organizations who are certified partners, and we're trying to get them to contribute their part. They're really large, like get more into contribution and increase their tier, and incentivizing companies to increase contributions commensurate with their size, kind of what I said there. And we're coming up with new ways and goals to drive business to our Drupal certified partners. So this is all from Tim Doyle's article that he published in February 2025. It's called Progress in Innovating and Sustaining Drupal. That's a lot of work to put together. Thanks for that, Tim. It was worth a second read because it only came out a month ago, so thank you for doing that. All right, and so at the beginning, at the top of our session, I said that part of this roundtable is we're actually going to have a discussion, and we want to discuss what is the culture of your contribution at your organization. And one of our, right now this year, one of our biggest examples is Owen Lansbury from Previous Next. I asked him to speak here, and then his flight got changed, so he already flew out. So for later reading, I have 2 articles. That last one and then this one is he has already written a whole article about just how his organization contributes, and I'm going to give you a few of his talking points and some of his data points, but if you would like a longer read on it, definitely you can go to that. But and that's what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to give you just like a highlight of one organization, how they do it, and I'd love to hear from all of you like how your organization, what works, what maybe is permitted. Like, I know everyone has billable hours, so how does it work at your organization, and what are the roadblocks that you need help to get through in order to get your leadership on board with contributing more. Okay, so yes. Okay. Well, you're welcome for that. Here. Well, how about this? Okay, I'll figure out a way after this to get it to y'all. It's on Previous Next website. I'll figure out a way to get that.
How do you get
The slide.
will you be able to email us the
Slide.
slides?
Yeah, I think so. After this, let's connect so I can just get it. I know. Sorry about that. Oh, just some takeaways that he was so nice. He recorded this 8-minute long presentation, but in a video. And so I actually took cliff notes for us all so that we didn't watch the whole thing and we can discuss instead about after this. But some of his things, he just said that his takeaways were of contributions, 13% of the top contributors of Drupal are from Previous Next. He said it's really impressive for his staff retention. A lot of his staff retention is 8 years, which is high in triple industry average. Drupal contribution is an accelerator for their business. It's allowed them to charge higher rates and attract really the best staff and save money on recruitment fees. And what is the investment? Owen looked at their finances, the sponsorship cost of conference travel, direct wages, and contribution came out to 4% of total revenue, while their profit still quadrupled. And I'm going to fast forward it. He had 3 ways to make the business case for their culture of contribution. Watch this, though. I'm going to go to where it gets good.
Contribution is an accelerator for our business. It helps us win the best projects because the best clients, they want to work with the best experts. This in turn means we can charge slightly higher rates and make a bit more profit. And we don't need to spend lots of money on training and other professional development activities. That's all baked into our contribution approach and our connection into the global Drupal community. And while we retain the best staff, we also attract the best staff. So we can be very selective in who we bring on board and have saved literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in recruitment fees over the years. All of this leads us to maintaining a consistently high Drupal certified partner ranking, which clients are paying a lot more attention to these days. Of course, if you're a business person listening to this, you're thinking, what will this cost me? Well, let's start by changing that language from cost to investment. For a recent talk, I looked at our own financial records for the past decade, and I counted up all of our sponsorship budget, the cost of attending all conferences, including all the travel and accommodation, and averaged the direct wages cost of contribution time, and the figure for us is just under 4% of our total revenue. And our return on investment, it's profit that's quadruple the industry average in Australia. So I think we're living proof that contribution is not a cost for our business. It's our most important investment in our strength and competitiveness as a company. Now, I do want to pause here and acknowledge that we're seeing a lot of market uncertainty in recent weeks, which is impacting Drupal agencies around the world, including our own. Now, whether this is a temporary blip as the world resets to a new reality or the start of a longer downturn, nobody really knows. But I'm guessing that most agencies like us will be doing everything that they can to retain their highly skilled teams as long as possible. And I think this is the perfect time to see how you can integrate Drupal contribution into your own work practices. So if you're not already contributing or want to boost what you're already doing, I wanted to share 3 simple steps that you can start tomorrow. Number 1 is just business basics. What's your billable hours ratio to maintain a healthy profit without burning your team out? Subtract that number from 100%, and there's the percentage that you can start directing towards contribution. It might just be 5%, but across a 20-person team, that could add up to 2,000 hours a year of contribution time. Number 2 is working with your team to define a pragmatic contribution approach that everyone agrees on and document that so everyone understands it from day one. Part of this is defining how you're rolling contribution into your client projects. If you've patched a module or enhanced some functionality in Drupal, contribute all of that by default on your client's budget. Just remember that your clients are benefiting massively by not paying licensing fees for using Drupal in the first place, but Drupal itself is not free. And we've honed a very clear message for our own clients around the benefits to them of us contributing on their behalf. And then number 3 is ensure that your Drupal.org company profile and your team profiles are all set up to track contribution credits effectively. Once you've got a minimum 150 contribution credits, then you can sign up for the Drupal Certified Partner Program and build from there. Now, to put this in perspective, Previous Next, with our 20-person team, generates almost 15,000 credits a year, 100 times higher than the entry requirement to become certified. So it's a very low bar. And remember that while being a Drupal Certified Partner helps your own business, it also helps drive Drupal's product innovation, marketing, and all of the underlying services that the Drupal Association provides to your company and to the broader community. If you want to dive deeper into all of this, I've got a longer talk on the
All right. I pushed pause. This one will work. I'm so happy he hooked me up with that. This is where I was going to stop anyway. I thought that his number 2 was really interesting to already have policies in place. Does any organization, that's where I was going to start our discussion on your culture of contribution at your organization. Does anyone have any policies that are helpful or interesting that you have implemented or follow? How about the first one was, the first one was make business sense. Okay, yeah, okay. Yuka knows you well.
So, no. You shared with me your contributions policies for Friday afternoons at your company. So
In fact, it was copied from always.
Oh.
So how does it work?
Yeah, we dedicate half the day, Fridays afternoon, to contribute with all the team. So
Yeah.
every single developer, project manager, and QA, they are always on Fridays afternoon after lunch. We start contributing. We call that contributions, Fridays of contribution.
Nice.
So it is very helpful because it's been putting changing the mindset of the developers and the team on how important is to contribute on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because we have tried several formats.
Yeah.
One of them is to have one developer dedicated working on a daily basis, but it is not enough. So the whole team working on Fridays has been much better than the other format we have. Also, we are educating project managers and designers because contribution is something that is mostly on the developers' mindset. Not necessarily designers or PMs or other professionals.
Yes.
So yeah, that is pretty much what, and it was copied from Owen. So yeah.
I like it. Very nice.
Sorry, I was just going to say, it might be worth pointing out, on the Previous Next website, Owen has, Previous Next have open source methodologies and processes, so you can go to their website and learn more, and basically just copy what
Yeah.
they're doing if you want to start it.
I love it. Nice. Piyush, were you going to? Yeah.
Yeah, we've been contributing again because we've been in the space for almost more than a decade, and been contributing, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how much projects we had, how much bandwidth. Currently, we are focusing on a dedicated contribution strategy so that you could actually contribute in a more meaningful and deeper way. But there's also a call for actually
What kind of tracker is it?
Sorry?
What kind of tracker do you
It's
use?
just you can search, you can filter, and then okay, show me all the non-contributions that, and then I can
Yeah.
see who has done what in when. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like we contribute. We have a trading system.
Yeah.
So this is like our internal tracker, so like we can just track things because we
Nice.
have like 150, 160 plus people.
Mm-hmm.
That, so yeah,
Doing it.
that's one of the things.
Awesome.
That's
Are you fetching data basically from the Drupal
no, no, no. They're just updating that in our own kind of. I think it's based on Jira. We use Jira internally, so you log time if you are doing a contribution, you put that data into a separate report for doing that, including non-code contributions. I mean, some of us are working on that. I myself am working on the code as a. I consider that as a non-code contribution. And yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah. Accelerant also does, we have for certified partners, one of the benefits is to be on Beyond the Build, which is a video series that Anertech has been on and some other organizations, and they record it and co-host it with me, but they have branded it for the Drupal Association. So even that's innovation, that the target audience for that is marketers or non-technical people that might be just searching for a CMS platform and don't know, so we appreciate that too. Anyone else? What are the roadblocks for getting, if you have a smaller team, does anyone have a smaller Drupal team within a larger, yeah?
Small, I'm a team of one.
Okay.
A company of one.
Yes.
As small as it is. So, you talk about policies and things like that. It's a little bit different when you're just one. It's a lot less formal.
Yeah.
What I have found helpful is combining code and non-code contributions, like helping to organize the Atlanta meetups here, for example, and sponsoring them and putting them on events.drupal.org. I get contribution credit for that. So it's nice that you can get contribution credit in ways that are not just by
Yeah.
solving issues in the issue queue, which can take time.
I agree. Or it can be for more people on your team that are non-technical. And same with sponsoring. For right now, when you sponsor DrupalCons and camps, you get contribution credit. So that's awesome. Okay, Stella, I'm going to put you on the spot. You all have a lot of contribution. What works at your organization?
We do it two different ways at the same time.
Okay.
So everyone in the company gets so many hours per week or per month. They can bundle it whenever they want for contribution and whenever they want.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we don't do Friday afternoons because we have fully flexible working hours. We don't have 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So some people don't work Fridays, and that means that they wouldn't be able to contribute if we just put it on Friday afternoon. In addition to that, we have currently 50% of one person full time on local Drupal, which is a distribution. That will probably increase to being full time by the end of the
Oh
year.
my gosh, yeah.
So we're doing both. Everyone gets to do it. We have sprint days if people want to combine their efforts. But then, yeah, we have also a dedicated person.
Wow. Awesome.
And yeah, lots of non-code contribution too.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Nick, so tomorrow on Contribution Day, for the first time, you're going to be working with Rosie at the Marketing Contribution Day. So will that code be, or it won't be code, will that contribution go towards that?
Yeah. So Rosie and I were working through. So quick run through. So marketing contrib tomorrow. You can contribute non-code ways and opportunities by writing. So writing and also designing graphics. So if you're creative, or if you're not even creative or want to contribute in a way that's not code, come to marketing contrib so you can create some content that we can use for our marketing activities, and then you can get credit for it.
Yeah. And this is for Drupal, like this isn't just Drupal Association, this is for Drupal CMS stuff, like actually promoting the project. That's awesome. Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes it's confusing how to funnel that sort of contributions. For example, the UX or documentation. Sometimes it's not very clear. The code is very clear. There are very clear rules on that. But sometimes my team is asking questions about that, about how do I funnel that those contributions.
So the question is, how do I, like, what are those opportunities?
think we have a second article for our Q2 Certified Partner newsletter, because that will be really exciting. Does anyone else have anything to share on culture of contribution or even roadblocks? And is this something that in our newly minted Certified Partner newsletter we could potentially provide learnings on, perhaps? If you ever think of anything, you can always email us at partner. I was going to go to the end here. These types of topics are kind of what we're gonna. That's like in our goals, how we're increasing the contribution of. Sorry, I got distracted by that. Okay, so for 2025, we're trying to increase contribution to even those who are already certified, increase it to those who are not certified yet, but ideas on what the roadblocks are something we also want to tackle. So why your organization is like, how do I sell to my leadership that we need some non-billable hours, we could do it. We might not have the answer now, but if it's something the Drupal Association can work on in the coming months, we definitely will, and even create topics on it. Mike?
I think this kind of ties into what you were saying in the comments before. For non-code contribution, that's effectively the only way that we contribute. But for us, it's organizing events like this at DrupalCon in Asia, and that is a huge amount of work.
Yeah.
It's about 70% of my job for about 8 months of the year. That there's no real recognition for that effort. So as you start working on an updated framework for code contribution, I just wanted to ask you to consider
Yes.
this event and not just the event, but the promotional Drupal aspect of it.
Yeah.
Start to make a significant investment that doesn't get captured currently.
Great. Awesome. All right. I think we know.
It's tricky, the investment.
Yeah.
For Drupal Europe, the steering committee or advisory board, we create tickets every time that meeting for the credit Europe gives release as an incentive.
Yeah, but we do that, but that's 52 credits a year.
Yeah.
Which,
It's not reflective of the total.
so yeah, it's not relative. Like a full-time developer would get hundreds and hundreds of credits, but a full-time event organizer gets
50. Okay. Good. Thank you. We'll take it. Very good. Yeah.
Say if you solve one issue, how many points do you get?
Yes, good question. Well, there's an algorithm, and it depends on what you're working on. So it's not necessarily one-to-one. So if you're working on Drupal core, that you'll be awarded more points. But if you're wondering really quick, I'm going to go to previous next. Always they're fine with I show this previous next. How to look up your contribution credits on Drupal.org, and it will kind of give you. It'll show like how many credits they have, or like the weighted credits. Okay, so if you're the owner of your Drupal.org profile and you're logged in, you'll have the opportunity to click Owner Tools, and it will show you. It'll take you to your backend, which will show you how many contribution credits your organization has. But you just have to patiently wait.
Bottom line is always 1 credit, and it really depends on if you, let's say you work on a particular module and that module is used by X number of sites, that's where the more credits come in. So right,
Yes.
million sites using it, it's more credits for that.
So they've got 13,000 weighted credits based on, so this in like 1,500 issues closed fixed. So just a little bit of extra detail on what your organization's doing, and only your organization can see this. So he typically lets me, he's fine if I share it, but 53 supported contributor roles. So it's just giving you an idea of all the things right now that are put into the equation. Sponsored events, special programs of certain things, like for instance, if there's any infrastructure work, sometimes we'll give people contribution credits for that. But let's see, case studies. We're also looking for case studies, certified partners. We love promoting those, especially if once you get things on Drupal CMS, you can upload them for free to your organizational profile or send them to the partnerships team, and we will feature them, happy to feature them as well. All right, let's see. Any other questions for us today? Awesome.
More a comment. If you already are a Drupal certified partner, make sure to mention it in every RFP and slap the logo of the badge everywhere.
That's a very good point. Advocate for yourself that you're, there's a difference between you and those other 1,200 organizations that are listed on Drupal.org, or even all the other ones that don't even bother to list themselves on Drupal.org because they don't contribute at all. Use yourself, show it that you're different. You're a step apart from the other organizations that are offering Drupal services. What a good way to end, Yika. Very good one. And that's a good topic that we'll be emailing out of ways to promote yourself as a Drupal certified partner. Well, we'll hang out for a little while if you want to ask more questions, and thanks for coming today, everybody. It's almost the end of DrupalCon. I hope you had a great week, and contributions tomorrow. Yay!